Hey guys, so in the last video I talked about ways in which you can survive prolonged sitting by focusing on your sit bones and being sure that you can sit through your left sit bone as well as your right sit bone. And that may allow some of you to better tolerate the static demands that are in your day, but we still got to come back to the first point, and that is the problem is stasis, not sitting itself. So we got to have strategies of how to break up our sitting demands in our days. And it doesn't have to be that time consuming. It can be something as simple as every half hour, hour, whatever length of time, we get up and move around a little. And we're not looking to move around really rigorously. We all need rigorous exercise every day in order to maintain our health. But what we're focusing on here is not getting that heart rate up. We're focusing on sloshing stuff around internally to manage stuff that tends to settle into certain places. So what you do is you simply get up. If you can go for a walk, that's fantastic. That's not always convenient. You don't always have the time, and the weather doesn't always participate with that either. So here's something that you could do that would take 60 seconds, 2 minutes at most, and our goal is to not work up a sweat. The point isn't to get your heart rate up. The point is just move stuff around. And we're going to do that by doing big, intentional opposite arm and leg movements. And these are things that I've already gone through in previous videos, but we're going to take down the intensity and simply focus on reaching and sitting into different ranges. And one really simple thing that you can end up doing is a reverse lunge with a big reach with your opposite arm and leg. And what works well, because we're trying to shift stuff around, is you reach big, and when you sit in as deep as you feel comfortable, you breathe in and then out. Head is forward. Reach is big. You're not trying to stretch stuff, you're reaching, you're trying to do it actively. You're focused on keeping a foot planted. You just go back and forth a few times. Then after you do that, if you've got more time, you feel like doing more, you can simply reach down. You're not looking for a stretch, you're just sitting into a leg to your fingertips, reach back. You don't have to put this leg anywhere in particular, and you breathe in. And you come back, and then you reach down. Back and forth a few times. You can add in different things where you end up reaching up, where you end up going to the side and opposite arms. There's all different versions of it, but a opposite lunge, looking forward, big reach, big breath, and just rhythmically going back and forth. That's going to move your arms, your rib cage, your pelvis around, and just slosh stuff around enough so that you're not so settled into a particular area. Things are going to be a little bit more awake. Tone's going to be a little different for a prolonged period of time. And chances are when you plop back down, it's going to be a little less achy. So it doesn't have to be more than 3 to 5 reps and sit on back down. But the big thing is this probably has to happen once every hour, some sort of moving around before you plop on back down for another hour. So wrap your minds, if you can, around the idea of a movement snack so that you're getting throughout your days. It's something that can be scheduled in for a minute or two at a time. It's something that you can do with a bathroom break now that a lot of you are working from your homes. It's simpler than you think to work it on in, and I think you'll be surprised as to how much more comfortable you may be at the end of your work days and how much less time you may feel that you need to spend on, say, a foam roller or stretching out some achy places. If you avoid the problem to begin with by adjusting the way in which you get through your day, sometimes you don't have the problems to manage and you get a lot of time back. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, reach on out. I hope you're all doing well.